Hello and welcome again to another episode of VeleraTV. My name is Brian Scott and I'll be your host today. I am joined today by Nicole Reyes, who is our VP of Risk Engagement, and you're here because fraud is a hot topic and it's one of the things our credit unions always want to hear about. So, Nicole, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brian.
So one of the things that we're continuing to evolve is the models that we use to manage risk. So talk a little bit about those service models.
Yeah. So at Velera, as we're coming together with, two fantastic organizations and highly skilled fraud fighters, we're really kind of trying to meet our clients where they need to be. As you can imagine, fraud is growing exponentially, and everybody has a different risk tolerance. So what might work for this credit union doesn't work for this credit union. And so we're really focused on a layered approach when it comes to a service model. So we are going to roll out different tiers where we have a global, where is more that safety net, right? Looking at the holistic view of protecting Velera as a whole. And then we have a consortium model, which is where you as a credit union might need to reach out to somebody and just ask a question. And then we have a premier model where you will have an assigned analyst that is working with you on behalf of fraud mitigation. And then, of course, our enhanced fraud services, which is an assigned consultant that really is seen as an extension of your credit union's or your financial institution's risk management team. So outside of just card fraud, your traditional card fraud rule writing, your enhanced fraud services consultant is really looking at things that go beyond just the card fraud. Obviously, there are precursors to that transaction happening. So, for example, in the authentication space, so looking to see where the card information even got compromised, whether it's on the dark web, or unfortunately, looking to see if maybe it's your true member that is committing fraud on your behalf. So first-party fraud is unfortunately increasing. And so that enhanced fraud services consultant can really help not only detect and create a customized, personalized fraud plan, but can also help increase interchange, increase revenue, and ultimately that member experience.
So highly skilled fraud fighters, that makes me think of a superhero. You're talking about,
Yeah.
Part of it, though, is around creating a great member experience, too. And that's a lot of what fighting fraud is about. Part of it's preventing the fraud, but part of it's creating that great member experience. So talk about how your team does that.
Yeah, absolutely. So as they are superheroes, they're also kind of gymnasts in the fact that they have to walk that tightrope and they kind of have to balance, to your point, stopping the fraud, which is our top priority, but also keeping that member experience in play. We talk about we could stop a lot more of the fraud, but then you probably wouldn't have as high of an approval rate as you need. So some of the ways that we're doing that is looking more proactively at not only what your financial institution is experiencing or maybe what's on your portfolio, but what others in your region, others within the industry are also experiencing, and trying to bring that approach back in-house before it hits you as significantly.
I want to see your job descriptions, fraud gymnast now.
There we go.
Yeah, right. Well, thank you so much for that. That's great information, and I'm sure our teams love to hear about that. So appreciate all that you and your team are doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're all in this fight together.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you all for watching another episode of VeleraTV. We will be back with more great episodes coming soon.